Evening. Oh, goodness. Hi, Sam. Hello, Sushi. Oh, thank you so much for the 5 months, Emily Snow. It means so much. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you, thank you. How's your evening been? How's your weekend been? It was nice. It's great to hear. That's good. Oh, goodness. 1 second. Didn't get my D&D character killed off like I hoped, but he did get his ass kicked today. Oh, well, but it's what you wanted, so yes. Okay, there. And there we have it. You're currently making death saves, so it could still work out. Well, I mean, do they need to die? Can they maybe, you know, early retirement? Arrow to the knee, as it were. I'm kidding. But I guess that's up to you and how you want your character to be taken care of or pulled out of the campaign. I'm okay. I could definitely be better, but I'm okay. I've been consuming a lot of Transformers media lately, and I've been watching Transformers Prime with my friend, my bestie. That's been a lot of fun. I've been playing Bloodborne with them in kind of preparation for when we stream it. Unfortunately, I hope you feel better soon. It's a lot of my stress is very financial based. So it's just one of those things I just gotta work at until hopefully everything smooths out. I would like him to die. He was made in a time. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yeah, so I can understand the desire to, maybe finally put a nail in the coffin, as it were, for the character and for what they represent. Oh, but I got my coffee. I have a. Well, okay, she was a rampaging Cali cat. Now she's a little more subdued. Oh, she's got some towels to lay on. It was a good episode. That's good. Good, I'm glad. So you haven't quite introduced the new character yet? Not yet. It's hiding in the stowaway on the ship. Yes, I recall you saying. I do recall this part. Okay. Well, we're gonna have a chill stream today. I'm gonna do more Power Wash Simulator and do the Midgar pack. If we happen to finish it before I'm done streaming, I'll either swap over to Oxygen Not Included or something else that's, equally chill. And I just kind of want to talk about stuff I've been brainstorming or stuff I want to write. Maybe I'll talk about some D&D or D&D. It's still D&D even if it's not D&D. Some campaign ideas that I've been bouncing around maybe myself. Let me just make sure everything is good to go. That's been tweeted out. That is there. That is all ready. Aw, you're awesome, S'more. Or Snow. One name or another. Thank you, thank you. Alright. So I don't know if you were in stream at all yesterday, and if you weren't, that's okay. Or like if you were looking or whatever. We did 2 demos, and then we started this. And so we're in the middle of cleaning the 7th Heaven bar. Which is funny that I'm already at 33% when I've mostly just done the ceiling. Also, let me know how it sounds, because I know the water can sometimes make a lot of noise. Loading dirt. Need to turn it down on my own eardrums. Okay. Yeah, so we've got the ceiling mostly taken care of. Oh, what is that? What is on my... Oh, is that gonna... That's gonna bother me. Weird. I have a little shadow next to my... Is that popping up on OBS? Yes, it is. I wonder what that is. Hold on. Can I back out of... I don't know if I can back all the way out. Maybe. Nope, that's still just there. I don't know what that is. Or how that happened. It's kind of funny. Oh, nope, now it's gone. Alrighty. Okay, so we were doing the ceiling. Let's see me fan. About that. Okay. Not back up here. I'm gonna have to go through and get the tops of these for a lot better. And these need to be cleaned a little differently. Okay, hold on. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I wanted to talk about some stuff I've been bringing. I didn't talk about it too much yesterday. But like, I've mostly been resting these past couple, like, week or so that I haven't really been streaming. But I have been writing during a lot of it, so that was nice to do. And through Transformers, I kind of got back into the, like, mood to do fan fiction. But, like, I stopped writing fan fiction kind of for a while because I was trying to focus on my own thing. And I'm trying to find a balance between the two because it turns into, like, just too many stories for me to write. Right. Oh, okay, this works. And then, like, I do want to put up, you know, the prompt suggestion tweet for, like, ask to share, and then also, like, use those as exercises and warm-ups and that sort of thing. I've tested bars like this for work. It's so inviting. Aw, it sounds okay. Recently got D&D development for a group. We're going to continue for episodes 1 with 3 of the 4 original. Aw. Yeah. How do I say? I've never had to deal with that. Like a character sitting out, or a player sitting out, I mean. Because of, like, how my D&D groups always were. And I don't know. I would just always, I don't know, I guess my brain would just, I would rather everyone be there. Even though I know that's not realistic always. Yeah. I can see why. Because it can, like, in a non-judgmental, like, it's not your fault at all sort of way, but, like, it can throw off the, like, mood of the whole campaign or how other characters are doing. But, like, sometimes you can't make it, and so then it's up to the party. It's like, well, do you play without that person? Do you try to reschedule? And if you're already having issues getting together... Yeah. Oh, yeah, so it's a good time to... It was safe, as I suppose would be a way to say it. A safe time to not make it. That's good. Did someone record it, or are you just gonna have to, like, give them a synopsis? Something I'm gonna have to consider when I DM. You're not recording this one? Oh. You're gonna flip tables? Where are you gonna flip tables? How are the burrito bowls? You're gonna wing it? Nice. I always support winging it. Trying to recolor a dress. But I can't remember how I got... Oh, for sushi? Like on a game or on the mod? As I don't know what you've heard, but Shinra is not as kind and selfless as it paints itself. The burrito bowls were good. Yes. Yes to the game or yes to the mod? The Mako energy they produce, it's made by draining our planet's lifeblood. Yes, yes it is. Yes. That's the whole reason they provide it is to control the populace. We allow them to keep harvesting it, we're assuring the planet's destruction. There's a circuit box, apparently. Oh, jeez. I'm going to have to swap. Hold on. There we go. One of the players wrote a very fun... Oh, that's good. Like fun for them, fun for everybody. It's probably up on top of it and I can't see it. Can I? I can hop up on this box. There we go. Hold on. Both? Hell yeah. Love that for you. Oh dear. Well, I need a ladder. Clearly. That's 7th Heaven. Oh, these are from... These are from, the OG 7. Like, that's the inside of 7th Heaven in the original Final Fantasy. And then this is the outside of it. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I should probably go through, maybe, some of the other areas. And look for Easter eggs like that. Where is the ladder? Give me the ladder. So instead of the dual characters, they played the prologue during the prologue. Oh, I see. Is it like an entirely new character? Does it have bits from the original duo? Is it the duo's kid? If that's appropriate to ask. Right, nope. There you go. Circuit box is done. It's playing a Pallet Elf Druid from the Circle of Stars. Oh. Alright then. Upper wall, picture, wall beam, column, ceiling. Okay, I think we're good. I'm stuck on the ladder. There we go. Ceiling. I think? Okay, I just need to get the upper parts of all of this jazz. Okay. Was entrusted to protect this artifact that she doesn't know is inside. Ooh. Wait. The artifact is inside of her, and she's entrusted to protect it, but she doesn't know where it is. Or does she have a fake that she's protecting? Yes? Give me the ladder. She doesn't know where it is yet. Oh, okay. Okay, I was already up over here. Yeah, okay. Oh, wrong. Dear Lord. Okay, that's one. So, did they tell her to go find it? Or... what's the logic? If there's logic. There doesn't need to be logic, I'm just asking. I can't jump either. The ceiling's very low in this area. Okay, there we go. She was protecting a place they said had a thing. Ah, I see. Right. Makes sense. Lopo 53. I wonder... that doesn't mean anything to me, necessarily, but I'm curious. And has been relieved of her duty, so now she's just wandering around the world looking for something to do. The thing is, this thing ended up being a special visual. Ah. She doesn't know that yet. I see. Eggs and chips. I'm looking at the menu. They have more desserts on here than they do anything else. Since not saying I see. Some people might come after her, but she doesn't understand why. Curious. Alrighty, well, it sounds like they have, you know, their whole thing set up, eventually. We need that to go back over here. I'm very excited to mash anime references together on this one. Oh my goodness. Final Heaven. Oh. Okay. Curious. Oh, that's a mess. It's like behind the TV. Hold on. I can't get to it. Oh, well, actually. Nah, that's still not helping. The other couple is playing One Piece inspired part. Oh yeah, I remember you saying. Inspired ship or ship? I remember this part. Yeah, it sounds like you have a lovely group of people to play with, and like they have like a lot of great ideas. That's wonderful. I'm stuck. Did I? Yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. Volume down. Hydrate with coffee. Well, if I'm allowed to. Come back your cup. I have hydrated with coffee. Okay. Do I just finish doing this back bar area and then work my way forward? Maybe. We're already over here. I tasted a coffee and tea. I tested a coffee and tea warehouse. Oh, I bet it did. It's like, did you taste the entire warehouse? Sorry. Welcome to our hometown. Aw. I need to remember I need to use the green one for this. That stuff's not coming off easily. Or at all. Oh, I see. It has a corner. That's why I wasn't doing. There we go. Imagine. Yeah, like how literal do you want? Like, is it like if you say I tasted the entire warehouse? Like, did you taste all the tea and coffee available in the warehouse, or did you, taste the warehouse? Station Edge building, Sector 8, parking structure. But they're in Sector 7. People go show. Hold on. My brain's kind of clicking on and off. Some of the things about playing, like, I brainstorm a lot when I play PowerWash Simulator. But, like, I'm not used to, like, talking while I play it. Get up there. Let's see, now I can't see. It's not reaching up there. Can I pop? Oh. Hold on, I'm making this more difficult than it needs to be. Nope. Hello, little monster. Thank you for the 6 months. Half a year. It's amazing. Thank you, thank you. How have you been this evening? Am I not getting back there? There we go. Maybe that'll help. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just shadowy back there. Oh god. Been pretty good. Trying to redo your avatar's eyes and still not sure if you like them or not. Like the shape or how they move. Although I suppose how they move would probably be on, like, what kind of programming you use for tracking, I guess. Listen to me trying to potentially make sense of stuff I have no idea about. That's just like that, I guess. Oh, I wonder, is it still dirty behind the... I'm stuck on the light. Yes. Okay, here we go. Takes care of part of the problem. Trying to redo the texture. Is that still... No, I guess that's got... this thing. Okay. Trying to redo the texture. Yeah, for the most part, though, you can have tracking offsets to compensate for strange eyes. Huh. Not entirely certain what you mean by strange eyes. Like, if the eye is unique in the model or like for the person. Okay, column is done. Yeah, no, let's just get this back area done. Sushi is also working on her model, I think. Fighting with a dress, it sounds like. How am I supposed to get that back there? I'm not being very cooperative. Okay, there we go. But yeah, we're gonna play some more PowerWash Simulator. I'm going to chat on and off. I've got coffee. It's a chill night. That's the goal. The goal is to chill. Ah! The goal is to get stuck on a stool. Mission accomplished. Yeah, yay, coffee. Oh, here's something I don't think I've ever asked. Does anyone who is also a big coffee drinker have a favorite kind of coffee? Like, it doesn't have, you don't have to be, like, super specific or anything, but, like, just, like, a favorite flavor or, like, way of making it. I don't think I've ever really asked this question before. Shame on me. I don't super drink coffee, but I like vanilla. Ooh, vanilla's always nice. Really strong, like, dark chocolate coffee is a big win for me, but I like chocolate and me. I don't know, I really like the smell of coffee. Like, the smell of coffee is helpful for me. So, any coffee that's very aromatic is nice. Not to interrupt coffee talk, don't worry, you cannot. Literally cannot. I got my truck fixed last week, so I'm so relieved to have my mirror back. Oh, yes, that's probably wonderful, especially with all, like, the driving you do for your job, right? Adjustable stool. Can I adjust it? No, okay. There we go. Yeah, it's good. Anyway, coffee. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm very happy to hear that for you, Snow. My favorite way to drink coffee is cafe au lait, which is like the proper way to make a cafe au lait is to like make like a really strong coffee or espresso, and like you like pour, I guess it depends on the person, but like a third to a fourth of the mug full of that coffee, and then you like heat up some milk, get it nice and hot, but like, you know, safe, like it's not like too scalded, and then I can't get under this table. You pour that over the coffee, and there you go. Can I shoot between the... No. No. Yeah, it's kind of important. Just a little bit. Just a teensy bit. There we go. Oh dear, the pots are individualized. Hold on. Yep, onto the kitchen counter. Okay, I think I got them all. There's less dumb way to stand up, but Lord help me if I know what it is. Other than, you know, standing up. Just easier for me to jump. I do feel bad because, like I said, I really like the smell of coffee, and I'm definitely one of those people who would like, I would like want a cup of coffee or like a pot of coffee just to smell it, and like that's not always beneficial. It's like if I'm not gonna drink it, I don't need to be making coffee. But I have such a hard time like finding good coffee candles, because like that would be the next assumption. Is like I also really like candles, so it's like okay, we'll find a coffee candle, and it's like well, apparently I'm very picky about them. I was gonna say candles. Yeah, I've had a couple good coffee candles, but I can't find them regularly enough. And then like, I don't know, they either don't last or they're not as strong as I want them to be. See, I don't need just a coffee candle. I need like a strong coffee candle. I need to make my own. I would love to make my own candle. That'd be so fun. Potentially. It'd also probably be very messy. Let's get a candle making room for all the... Let's get a candle making room in my already too small house. Ideally. I do have a closet I'm not really using. How much space do you think you need for that? is today's menu? It's a good question. Like, because like there's 3 menus over there, and there's like a little arrow pointing that way. But it's a little weird. It's a little funny. Fuck it. Oh yeah, the making. I'm curious, like, cause I know like you can dip a candle and then like you have to let it hang. Or not hang necessarily, but you gotta let it settle. And so you'd have to have room for that, plus room for mixing up like the wax and stuff. Pizza! Oh, what is on that? That's not coming off. Or is that those delays? No, that's just the brackets, I guess. There we go. Candles are fun. Can I open this? No? Okay. So ideally that this goes, it's like a latch for this. Okay. Well, aside from the floor, well, okay, this. There we go. Okay. That's that area done. Come back in here and do the rest behind the bar. I've always liked magic that has to deal with candles. You don't see it very often. But like, well, I know there was something in D&D for it once, but like putting magic into a candle and then as it burnt. Oh, I wonder what that's supposed to be. Like it would go off. That looks like 2 different characters talking. Oh, why are they angry? I wonder who that's supposed to be. Curious. Yeah, I like the little Easter eggs. Like, if you, like, hold on, I noticed this one earlier. These are from the original Final Fantasy. Oh, look, 7th Heaven. 31st start. Or stars? I don't know. Stir restaurant manager Tifa. Welcome there, Tifa. Although, that's chalk. Shouldn't I have just washed that off of the board? Never mind. We don't ask these kind of questions. Except for when we do. You don't think so? A campaign I kind of want to do and put like a lot of info into. I can speak. Is I have this whole area set up called Title. And like I've already ran like the campaign kind of twice. And I want to do it so that like I could write it down and run it multiple times if I wanted to. Or turn it into a video or like a game sort of thing. The game design is still something I very much want to do. It's like a city, or like the island is like it's almost always raining there. They don't really ever see the sun. And the majority of the campaign takes place in the capital city of Tidal, where like for the machine gun on the table belongs to a friend of mine, Barrett. Yeah, he just left it there, huh? Sounds like Seattle. I really like the rain and like thunder, and I would love to be. He's as big and hot-headed as a behemoth, but he's got a heart of gold, and he also cares about our planet more than anyone else I know. No. The Buster Sword belongs to my childhood friend, Cloud. He left to join Soldier when we were kids, and he's out helping us take on the company. Yeah, I don't know. Barrett and Cloud just left their weapons here. Might not show it, but if you can clean up his Buster Sword too, I'm sure it'd make his day. Aww. I need to get back to playing the 7 remake. It's a lot of fun. Maybe, since we'll be doing Bloodborne on Saturdays, see about getting the PlayStation into my room over the weekend, and then, play Final Fantasy on Sunday and Monday. Or something, I don't know. We'll see. And then y'all can have, like, Final Fantasy Mondays. Because Sushi will also be playing Final Fantasy. Like, a different Final Fantasy, but she'll still be playing Final Fantasy. It sounds like Seattle. Like, I adore the rain, and I'm sure I would, like, my brain's always like, I would love to be in an area where I, like, rain a whole bunch. Right up until I might actually be in that area, but in terms of, like, the sound of rain and the sound of thunder, I've always found it to be very soothing. And probably just because I don't like being, like, A, I don't like being where it's very hot, and B, I don't like the sun very much. So I made, you know, I have Tidal. I have this fictional area of mine that's all rain and cloudy and stuff like that. It's a mood. It very much is. Where is it going? Oh, and so Tidal is ran by... Bear with me, there's a lot of water themes about to happen. I'm about to say. Tidal's ran by a group of 4 individuals who, like, go by unique titles rather than going by their names. There's the Cascade, the Deluge, the Flood, and the Torrent. And they each have their own, like, interest in things. At the moment, the 4 of them are led by the, they're led by the Deluge. And so he is referred to as the High Deluge. Deluge? Am I saying that word wrong? Hold on. Like that? Deluge, I think. Oh wait, is there a D in there somewhere? I mean, like a second D. No, I don't think. Yeah, no, it's like that. Okay. At least according to the red squigglies. Spelling. English major. Don't forget. What did I tell my brother the other day? When he poked at me about mispronouncing. Oh, I was trying to say, instead of saying instead of saying, gosh bless it, the aristocracy, like aristocrat society, right? The aristocracy. I was saying aristocracy because I'm an idiot. And my brother was poking at me, and he's just like, the English major, and I told him, I was like, I'll tell you how to use the word, not how to say it. And just like as I said that out loud, I was like, that actually very much encapsulates my entire, a lot of like me writing. It's such a thing, like when talking to other people, and like not in a bad way, but like it's one of those things where it's like, like you've always seen a word like written down or in a video game, and you're like, I know that word, I know exactly what that word means, and then you hear it, or you go to say it out loud, or you hear someone else say it out loud, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Wait, can I turn you off? I cannot. Damn. Alright. I have that all the time now. Aw. I don't know. I've also just accepted, like, that, the English language is very... Like, because even if, like, in two different places, you're not gonna have a word technically pronounced the same in multiple areas. So, like, that brings even more fun into it. How on earth? I don't think... Yeah. There we go. Anywho, where was I going? So the title is ran by these four individuals who are, um, like, they represent the political people, the political powers, and the people of the island and the city. And like every so many years, or like every year, I don't really remember how I had it initially set up, but like they come together, like they don't all necessarily live in Tidal all year round, but during like a certain time of the year, they all come together in Tidal to like have a council and go over, um, plans that need to be that should be, move forward to expand their society and stuff like that. And people will flock to the city looking for work because they also use it as a time to try and like one up each other and potentially like shift the vote over who should be in charge. English pronunciation being based on etymology rather than spelling does create all sorts of weird spellings and pronunciations. It does. Also, the English language being made up of like 4 other different languages, which also have their own rules. Because, like, at the base, English tends to be very Germanic. But then, thanks to Shakespeare and several other writers, they started like Shakespeare in twofold between borrowing words that were like French or Latin, and then making up words, which most of what Shakespeare made up was like compound words or like using them in new ways. Yeah, I punched the mic. I'm sorry. And there's the Shakespeare's just the most common one. Like there were other writers, of course, and it also doesn't help. Who was I can't remember the writer's name, but there was a time where writers who were French or Spanish would write in English because English had a more expansive, like use of their vocabulary. But so that's where you get this like mix of like words being borrowed and used all over the place. German originally, and then borrowed Latin and a lot of French. Yes, that's why when you have like English speakers try to learn French, there's certain words that are very tricky and they'll confuse you because you'll have a lot of other words. You're like, oh, I know that. It sounds similar to this English word, and they'll be like that. But then there'll be other ones that are like, no, it means something very different. I like how it says Cloud's Buster Sword, as though there are others. Ta-da! One clean Buster Sword. Okay, stool. Okay, so I just need to finish doing the counter. I don't think I need to do that wire. There we go. I got distracted again from what I was saying. Oh, so, right, so the four of them will try to one-up each other. And so a lot of, like, people looking for work will go to the cities, hoping to, you know, either curry favor with people in higher places, or just make easy money by doing grunt work. Because a lot of it will be like, well, I protected this area from these creatures, and it's like, well, yeah, they hired the mercenaries to go do that, so technically that counts. That sort of thing. But some of it is a little more accurate. It depends on who you get hired by, and that's one of the reasons why I want to do the campaign a couple of times, is because both times I've ran it so far, the players have worked closely with Cascade, who is a lot more formal and a little more business oriented about how he does things. He's very focused on the actual city of Tidal, which is both good and bad, because like a lot of his focus is on Tidal and less so on other parts of the island. Although I don't think, based on how I have things, I guess it wouldn't make a lot of sense for the party, the players, to really, like, immediately get work with the Torrent or the Deluge. And I guess depending on... The Cascade's probably just the easiest for them to get a hold of. Depending on how religious they are would be how well they would be able to get a hold of the Flood. Bar top. Bar floor. Gonna head to bed. You had a great time chatting and washing with me. You get some rest. Have a good one. Once again, glad your truck is doing good, and you know, hope you're having a lot of fun with D&D and your own DM campaign. Night Snore, Sam, Snow. Just sort of cycle through all the names until I land on one. Oh, microwave's not gone. And preparing it. You know what? I know. Like, so if you've watched me play Final Fantasy VII, or if you've played Final Fantasy VII yourself, you know that, like, this right here is, like, you hit the thing and it goes down to the base below. And, like, you can see all the machinery behind it. And, like, there's not machinery behind this one. And so it is a little... It's a little obvious if you notice things. That's either one of those things where... Well, I guess, I don't know. Them having their own little bunker might just be a thing. Right? Like, maybe a lot of shops and stuff have that in this area. Because of the nature of things. All of that. That's also, that particular campaign I was just babbling about right now is also one I want to do where, I also want to do that same area, but, like, further back in time. To when the gods were young. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I say, from my perspective, I don't know how fun it would be for... I would hope it would be fun for the players. And I'll have to ask them if they want to record our sessions. Maybe we can put them up on Patreon or something. Or not even Patreon. I don't know. Just see if we put them up on, like, a Discord. Hey, I see you have a secret basement too. Should I clean that too? Oh my god, could you imagine? That'd be fun. Although, in the remake, you don't go to it. You never, like, go down there like you do in the original. That would be very funny, though. Elevator mechanism. Let's come back over here. Let's, I need to get this out of the way. Just Leave that there for a second. Start doing the walls. Do you have a favorite level so far on this little monster? Like, I don't know how often you play it, but like a level like you kind of would like do again just to like, I don't know, because like I play this game and like I said, I let my brain turn off for a little bit and I brainstorm and stuff. Let's see, what is this? Oh, this is the, or I assume it's from the remake? I think so. And like you can see Tifa or somebody in the background there. It's kind of nice. I like the skate park one because it's very easy to do. More or less. Like, you can kind of just scoot around it and not, like, you don't have to climb too much. Well, that's not true. You do have to spend a lot of time up on the ladders to get the tops of the gates. But I don't think it's too bad. I enjoy the helicopter and a lot of the larger vehicles. Oh, yeah. Is there... I guess alternatively, like, what's definitely one you would not want to do again? Because, like, for me, the Helter Skelter, ride was annoying. In the boat for some reason. Although I'm sure the boat's actually fine. That was probably just my mindset at the time. New products and stuff. I have Man-Eater stuck in my head. Like the Hall & Oates song, specifically. The Ferris wheel was nice. I remember the carousel was one of the first times where they're like, oh, this piece moves, by the way. And like trying to hunt down like all the like areas I missed inside the like carousel, or not inside the carousel, but like the bars moving. The horses and the bars were pretty annoying, but still fun, yeah. Looks very different from how when we first stepped in here. Oh, that weird, or well, I shouldn't say weird, but the like public restroom one that one person was going to like turn into a bar and then decided not to turn into a bar. That one was interesting, but it's definitely one that I can do multiple times. Because it's kind of easy. And there's not like a lot of climbing around in it. Window frame, skirting, lower wall, being. Wait, hold on. Yeah, wall beam, upper wall. The playground, you hated the playground? Aw. Like the one with the dinosaur toy? Although, I guess I'm thinking of, like, you're probably thinking of, like, the jungle gym section, I imagine. What about, I say this because I used to watch Markiplier play this game. It's a pain finding all the boards you needed to get. Oh, yeah. That's fair. I used to watch Markiplier play this game, and, like, the treehouse area, like, drove him insane, and it was really funny to watch. Unfortunate, but also really funny. Skirting, wall beam. Okay, so that is all of that. Okay. Grateful for, like, some of the media I've been consuming lately, because, like, it's gotten me back into sci-fi and writing. Because a lot of my default stuff is either fantasy and horror, and, like, some combination of. But I'm glad to get back into sci-fi. Because it's so fun, like, you know, like, you literally, like, you can do. Like, it's so weird because you can say that I could say the same thing with, like, fantasy, too. But I feel like sci-fi is a little more open. Weirdly, I don't know if I'm making a lot of sense. And that, like, like, when it comes to ideas of fantasy, if I say dragon or fairy, certain ideas are going to pop up into your head. And, like, I can, of course, change that. It can be whatever I want it to be. But certain things are going to, like, stay more prominent in your head. Whereas, like, with sci-fi, if I say it's an alien race and then explain the alien race, like, that's... You don't necessarily have a basis to jump off from in the same way you would if I said it was a dragon. And not to say, like, you can, of course, come up with your own fantasy races, but, you know, I feel like maybe there's just a little bit of freedom in some things there. And it's a lot of fun. So far, anyway. I've been having a lot of fun with it. And also just the combination of the two, because I have discovered, like, I was writing something, and I was like, yeah, it's a little bit of both. It's a little both sci-fi and fantasy, and that's okay. Like, it doesn't gotta be one or the other. And I know there'll be some people who will tell you that, like, inherently all sci-fi is fantasy and vice versa. All fantasy is sci-fi. It's just we now have certain things, certain tropes and ideas that we define to the genres a little more. Sci-fi tends to be more futuristic based on rules, but there isn't really a generic saying spaceships or robots tend to be unique in each universe. Yeah. It's like, what am I thinking of? Well, no, because you make a point with, like, sci-fi tends to be very future, and that has to do with probably its roots in, like, what if scenarios of, like, what basically leads up into, like, cyberpunk and dystopian futures of, like, robots and stuff like that. Because, like, and it's such a weird thing to think about, but, like, with zombies, technically, is all zombies are, like, a kind of sci-fi horror. Most people just classify them as horror, though. But, like, in the sense of, like, there's normally a dystopian future, or it was some sort of war, potentially, that caused it. For me, I like doing sci-fi that's very alien-based. Mainly because it lends more towards certain horror elements, and also probably, I don't know, grow up watching my brother play Star Ocean, and then, like, my mom was a Trekkie, so... Where am I missing? This... Ah! Well, that didn't work. Can I stand on this lamp? Nope. Never mind, we'll just hop over here and try to do it this way. I don't know if that's helping. Oh, what's the top of that? Oh, hello. There we go. Just alternate worlds. Yeah. It's like, I guess that's the matter of, like, so is a parallel dimension... Or I don't know. I guess I need to, like, would want to go back and, like, look at, like, what's the actual genre definition of certain things. But that's probably, it's my own interpretation of, like, how something is perceived. But I do also, I don't know. Guess I kind of like the freedom of just fiction. It doesn't matter if it's fantasy or sci-fi. Because, like, let's say Bioshock, right? Like, arguably Bioshock is sci-fi. Actually, probably not even arguably. It is. It's sci-fi. But it's an interesting kind of sci-fi that where, like, rather than looking into the future, it was looking at an alternate timeline of the past. Speaking of sci-fi things, like, again, Transformers has been, like, a big thing for me lately, but, like, in the original Transformers movie that came out in 1980... Oh dear, when did it come out? I think the original movie came out in, like, 1988, 1987, something like that. I think. That they were talking about, like, I think it's is it the movie where it's like the far future of 2005 or something like that? Like that original Transformers movie takes place in 2005, which is funny to me. Even on the wiki, there is a separate section for the definition of sci-fi because there isn't a general agreement on it. That's just one of those things, right? Which is fun. Like I said, I do like that. It makes it very broad. And it's why you have all these subgenres of, like, Is it steampunked? Is it cyber? Ultra like dystopian? Alternate timeline from the past, something in the future, is it space travel? Which is great, I love that variety. And arguably, like, some people might call fantasy very different in that a lot of fantasy tends to lean on the same things. But I think it just depends. Depends on what you're into. I can't believe how amazing the place looks. So you're not even finished. Yeah, well... Honestly. I was a little amazed at how it was when you brought the job for me. I need help with final preparations for that job in Sector 1, so I've got to run, but I'll have Cloud come by to give the place a once-over once you're done. Doesn't quite line up with the events of the story, but sure. That's fine. That's okay. Alternate timelines, as we said. Ah! Stuck. Or not stuck, more accurately. Oh. There we go. Wait, that's done. Oh yeah, the dartboard. I forgot about the dartboard. I've already been streaming for an hour and a half. It doesn't feel like it. Dartboard frame, jukebox, lower walls, skirting, wall beam, column. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, now we just got tables to do. Who just stuck both hands here and just go? I wonder what obvious thing I'm missing. Like, probably. Table is done. Stool. Stool. There we go. Hot sauce. There's a lot of hot sauce, apparently, around this area. Hold on. Stretch. Oh. I defeated the freaking dress. Proud of you. Proud of you. I don't know what you defeated about it, but I'm looking forward to hearing about your exploits. How have you been, Sushi? Aside from the dress. Also, if I could flip one of these tables for you, I absolutely would. That's the wrong button. I needed to change the color, but I needed it to keep all the shading and shadow. Oh. And it wasn't cooperating, I assume? What color did you change it to? Or is that a surprise? Just looks like a very curious color. It's a different outfit. Working on a new outfit for the model. It's pink. It's a different... Oh, so it's just a completely different outfit. Hell yeah. Love that. Nice, nice, nice. You've unlocked wardrobe change. Sushi 3.5 or something. I have no idea what version Sushi's on. But anyway. I love that. I'm glad. And I'm glad you finally got it to work. There you go. All the stools are clean. Alright, hop up here. I have no idea. You'll have to ask my model later. Aw. We are almost done with 7th Heaven. Kinda just mostly have the floor to do after this. Let us take care of Barrett's gun real quick. Ooh, it's a little different than... More white and gray than... the steel gray I'm used to. It's all shiny and polished. Or will be when I'm done with it. There we go. Ah, stuck. There we go. Nope, there we go. Low-key dreading hunting down things in the bar that I've missed. Oh, could you imagine doing this for Final Fantasy IX, though? That'd be kind of fun. Yep. Okay, that's the elevator platform. Now we mostly just have this big slab of floor. They haven't given me the, like, breakdown of, like, the last 4 or 5 items yet, though, so I'm probably missing quite a bit. Unless this floor is broken into multiple chunks, which I don't think it is. Because then they'd still give it to me. Oh yeah, there's a welcome mat over here. Whoops. So I think Tuesday, because I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, we'll get back to Final Fantasy 2. And then the Saturday we are going to try to do Bloodborne, but as I've mentioned earlier, it will be in the afternoon, my time, which was 2 to 3 Central. I know that's not our normal time. I don't know if I'll be doing a regular stream on those days. Like, if I'll do another 8 PM stream. I guess it just depends on how long we stream Bloodborne overall. Excuse me. I have hiccups. Oh, I just hiccuped my taco. That tastes funny. Oh, hold on. Stop. Stretch. Coffee. But as I said, I'll get the PlayStation back into my room. And I'll try to stream off of it, so we'll do Bloodborne Saturday, and then more Final Fantasy VII Sunday. Or Friday, I guess it depends on if I stream Friday. We might do them Friday, Saturday instead. Sunday, Monday, I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then once we're done with Final Fantasy VII, get back to Resident Evil. Oh, I guess that also depends on how everything pans out around the Resident Evil Remake release. Is that I will be streaming off of my PlayStation. And I do want to stream that when it comes out, which will be later this month. And I have been doing the, like, feedback survey thing that I want y'all to answer and help me out with. Just because I think that would really help me decide, like, what's a good way to keep the stream and content going. Also, if you all have, like, a game, you know, you wanted me to play, you can put it there, or something you want me to get back to. I know there's a long list of games that we need to get back to, but see what's a little, not, I won't say urgent, but more anticipated in terms of things. Yeah, that's the schedule for now. Tentative as always, because I'm not in as much pain, but my sleep schedule is still kind of all over the place. So I'm trying to fix that so that way I'm awake when I need to be awake. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, it's not 4. Staff area 4. That was a very sudden bright flash. I wanted to get back to playing more horror games on stream. The problem is a lot of the horror games I do play are games I've played before, and so they're not scary to me. Or, like, there's no element of surprise. Which I'm kind of hoping the Resident Evil 4 remake, like, even though it's a remake of a game I've played a lot before, that there'll be new stuff to it. It'll just be new overall for all of us. I think that'll be nice. Hold on, I need to move this. For now. I'm stuck. We're not stuck, but... Wait, there is a lot of grannies around here. There we go. Well, that is most things, so let's see what we're missing. Backdoor frame, okay. Backdoor frame, nope, neon sign. Sink underside. Well, I'm trying to get it. It's not cooperating. There we go. Oh, there we go. Sink underside, wall lantern, and neon sign. This neon sign? No. 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 I don't think so. No. Wall lantern. Oh, wall lantern. Jeez. Once again, for some reason, I am made to think of Dark Cloud and how much I would love to play that game again. Neon sign. Not that one. This one? Yes. There we go, and then sink underside. This. There you go. Hell yeah. Oh dear. So it just looks like it's floating in midair because I'm standing on something random. Oh goodness. And Tifa told me I have to make sure you did your job. Not bad, done a lot of cleaning as a merc. You're the real deal. I see you washed my sword too. Alright. We done with the small talk, got more important things to do. Bye. Alright, thank you, Cloud. Bye. Miko Energy Exhibit. Oh. Okay. Hey, it's Reeve again. Hello once again. I trust you've been able to take in some of the city since we were last in touch. Sorry to pull you away from your vacation. Am I on vacation? But we have another job lined up for you. The nature of this task, however, demands a great deal more discretion than the first we had you perform. Of course, this also means you shall be compensated handsomely, I can't speak, for your troubles. One of these specimens from Professor Hojo's laboratory escaped and made its way to the 60th floor. It was eventually captured in the Mako Energy exhibit, but it refused to go quietly, and the place is coated in a thick layer of biological ooze. While we entrusted the floor and walls to our security team, I insisted that someone with a more skilled touch handle the exhibit itself. Okay. Start on this one before we close up stream. This has been kind of a nice thing to do for on stream. It is yellow. Whatever this stuff is, it is yellow. Oh, but I know what this is. It's the, like, model scale of Midgar. Oh, it's so cool. I love this. I remember... Like, hold on. I'll let me clean off some of it first before we... So is that all... It's just the model. Oh, gee. Once again, blinding everybody with it. Sector. Oh, they have the sectors listed out here. And then the Shinra building, baseballs and dividers, which is all the stuff over here. There's a noise. So hold on. I remember, like, even as like a little kid, the Shinra building looks weird, right? Like, glad to have you in the Shinra building again. Yeah, about that. Like, it's a weird looking building, right? Even though I might not even be where I am today without the company's stunning advancement in Mako harvesting technology, I have rarely visited this exhibit, and I believe I finally understand why. Is it disturbing? It forces me to come face to face with the fact that while the city has become... what the city has become is no longer what I hoped it would be. A terrible darkness has settled over Midgar, and who knows when it will lift, but I digress. Like, this is a weird thing to say. Like, I can point out all the things about the Shinra building. And, like, explain, like, okay, it's got... You know, these are all the reactors, these things out here. And then you have the city on the plates, and then the people underneath. And it has all these fuel lines going into the building, and it's always been like, why? Like, what are these heavy... Or even some of them might be tunnels, but, like, it's an enormous fuel pump line thing, and it's like, what is it going to? But, and then, like, it's a power company, right? But, like, those are the reactors. I don't know, does it have to go... Is the Mako... Where's the Mako coming from? much weird. It's super weird. It's such a weird. I swear, like it doesn't. This doesn't sound weird. It doesn't look real, right? And like that's like duh. It's back to the whole sci-fi fantasy. It doesn't need to look real. But like it, like for the purpose of like this is a city, and like you can see like okay, yeah, it's sectioned off. But then you get to this thing in the middle, and it's like, what is this? And like okay, you're like okay, that's the general building. But then like okay, but I don't know. I just feel like the need to ask like, but what is it? Like, what's it doing? Looks like it's about to stand up and go somewhere at any given second. I wonder if that was the plan at some point. To have Shinra, like, Midgar be like a mobile kind of fortress. Just find somewhere new that had more Mako, set Midgar back down, and pump all the Mako out of that area instead. It's a disturbing thought, huh? BRB. Alrighty, I'll just be here. Contemplating this monstrosity. And I feel that's an accurate depiction of her description. However, the Final Fantasy nerd in me is absolutely delighted by this. This is really cool. This is definitely one I'll probably be coming back and doing multiple times. It's very satisfying to hear, though, a little dinging. Oh boy, there's a lot of little nooks and crannies, so we are going to be here for a while. Maybe, potentially. Well, let's see, that's 3, 5, wait, that's 3, hold on. What did I do? 1, 2, how did I... Yeah, 3, how did I find 5 on accident? Sector 6. Sector 5. Oh, I see. They don't match up. Curious. Skirts. Huh. It's like, what? Okay, so it said one of the experiments got up here and then had to be exterminated. Like, it looks like it exploded over the exhibit. Which, I mean, given what I know about fantasy creatures, it's very likely, but still. Oh, that stuff's just stuck on there, huh? Allow me to explain the general layout of Midgard. Alright, go for it. By all means, please explain this monstrosity of the city. As you may have noticed, it is divided into 8 sectors, each powered by its own Mako reactor, and at the very center of the city stands the Shinra building. At what point does something stop being a city and become its own... I don't know. Like, I guess technically Midgar is a city-state, but as the city's design is predicated on the use of Mako, perhaps I should explain what that is first. I do like this, like, dual telling of, welcome back, uh, of life in Midgar. From the perspective of a Shinra employee and, like, board member versus, like, Tifa or something. It's the lifeblood of... Let Barrett explain it. Okay, mind if I talk about a random ass ship, apparently, in Final Fantasy VII? Barrett and Reeve. And I've read a couple fics for it, and I'm actually more into it than I thought I would be. Because, like, there's two people that I would love to have actually sit down and talk. Like, really talk. Because they are two people who really, really want the best for Midgar. But, like, they're going about it in different ways. And, like, Shinra, and, like, Reeve's not blind. He's aware. But he also, I guess, he probably feels like it's his best. He can do more good within the company, potentially. That's how I feel about Reno Cloud. More into that than I thought I would be. Honestly, though, like, have you read, and, like, most of the time I see it, there's Zack Cloud fix, but we're, like, so Cloud, oh god. Yulia, if you're listening to this sometime in the future, stop, unless you've beaten the game already. There you go, there's the spoiler warning right there. But there's, where, like, you know how Cloud isn't actually, it's like he washed out of being a soldier, but instead, he became a Turk. Have you read any fics like that? And like I said, most of the time I see them, they're Zack Cloud fics. But I imagine, like, that would be a very interesting scenario. Did I say sushi instead of Yulia? Oh god. Wait. No, I haven't read those. I couldn't picture. Seriously, did I say sushi instead of Yulia? No, I said Yulia. You said Yulia. Okay, God. First, when you said, like, I know Cloud's background. Because Yulia still hasn't beaten it. She doesn't know. She doesn't know, like, the thing with Zack and all that. Which is why I'm, like, desperately trying to keep her away from stuff from, like, with Crisis Core. I need to get her back onto playing Final Fantasy VII. I stopped shielding her. I don't want to say that either, though. Because then she'll be like, what's he lying about? Oh, goodness. It's okay. You know what? I just need to remember, like, okay, that is definitely next on the agenda. Just get Yulia to beat Final Fantasy VII. She's at Cosmo Canyon. Like, not quite halfway through the game, but getting there. I've gone around this thing like 3 times already. His gender identity. He can turn it into. I mean, with how the remake is, maybe. Maybe he has been fibbing about his gender identity. God, the remake's so good. I'll freaking stand by that, honestly. I know, and like, there's some people who weren't happy with it, but the remake is so good in my opinion. Why am I still missing stuff on these walls? Just gonna... Mako is a substance that flows under the surface of the planet. Uh-huh. Go on. Our skilled engineers have learned to convert the substance into electricity, which in turn has greatly raised people's standards of living. Okay. I had hoped this innovation would allow Midgar to become a veritable utopia. Fortunately, wherever there's progress, there are setbacks. Yep. Okay, I've been a fool in missing the undercarriage. There we go. Anywho, if I find one of the Swix against Sushi, I'll send them to you. Although, you said earlier you can't imagine Cloud in the, in the Turk getup? Why not? Not his style? So stuffy. Well, he could wear it more like how Reno wears it. Which is funny you say that, because, like, he is in uniform all the time. More or less. Or a kind of uniform. Like, he didn't change that much about it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but exposed arms. It's not so uptight. Ah, I see, I see. I mean, I'd have to find a picture of what I'm thinking of, but like there's like those like sleeveless vest suits. They're not normally what you consider formal, but they're still kind of there. So it looks like a freaking spaceship, right? I found a picture of him in the turkey uniform and they're looking for it. He looks like a turkey oh my god. That's actually like so easy to imagine though. Because of how awkward he already is. Would you send it to me? Oh my god. It's amazing to think about. Also, I want to know how big this creature is that it managed to spill Mako residue over each of the reactors. Like, I know it's symbolism, but, it's kind of impressive. Okay, but Tifa and Aerith, though, oh my god. That would look amazing. The girls can pull off almost anything. The girls in uniform would look amazing. Except, okay, I can't imagine Yuffie in a Turk outfit. Personally. That's where I would draw my line. Oh my god, I'm looking forward to seeing Elena. Giving Yulia someone new to simp over. Or not simp, but, you know. It's the tie. The tie is the problem. But they don't have to have a tie. Like, Reno doesn't wear a tie, right? Oh, but you're probably talking about the fan art you saw. It's a different one that's better for me. What about Zach? What about Zach and the... You know what actually kills me? Is, like, I don't really like Vincent in the old outfit. Like, I know it shouldn't matter too much, because Vincent can... But just, I don't know, my brain's just very much stuck on, like, how he is in Final Fantasy in 7 when you first meet him. It was a mod. I couldn't see Zach in it. It was Zach actually less so than Cloud, I guess. Yeah, sliding off. He's got big puppy dog energy and doesn't like to follow rules anyway. Aw. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Big puppy dog energy. Truer words have never been said. God. Although that's just making me think of Bumblebee now, because of what Yulia said earlier. They call him Zach the puppy. Oh wait, is that an actual thing in Crisis Core? They call him Zach the puppy. Oh no, that's adorable. Oh my god, that's so hilarious. Oh god, I failed hopping over this. There we go. Mark my words, I will complete my expressway project one day, as well as the restoration of Sector 6. Aw, Reeve. Alternatively, and this comes from Dirge of Cerberus mostly, I think, is Reeve and Vincent. All I want is to make life better for everyone in Midgar, especially those in the Undercity. No. We don't deserve Reeve sometimes. Shinra definitely doesn't deserve them. However, I had to fight tooth and nail for every permanent scrap of funding. I bet. Not when all of it's going to literally everywhere else, probably. As much as it pains me to say this, I fear for the rest of Shinra. I fear the rest of Shinra may view Midgar's people in a different light. I guess it's just something about, like, when they're like, oh, it's a model of the city, and it's like, it doesn't look like a city. It doesn't look like something... I actually hear it doesn't look like something people live in, it looks like something people work in, which is, like, of course you also work in your city, but, like there's a difference, you know? It doesn't, yeah. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull out a stronger spray. Whatever is stuck on this is not coming out. Ore is wedged into all the nooks and crannies. Who designed this thing? Who designed this thing and then let an experiment explode over it? I would like to have a word with them. Sector plate. Oh, that's probably this. Maybe? Yeah, okay. So it's on the walls inside this thing. There we go. Yulia! Don't watch back parts of this vlog. Good morning! Look at this thing. Look at this beast. It's so cool. I love this. I'm loving this. Okay, I thought I had those sides done, but I guess not. So now I have to go back and look for them. Oh yeah, that's a mess. There we go. That took us off this one. Here we go. Where? Exploring. There we go. Got it. Also, like, okay. So again, it's a city. What are these lights pointing at? Like, okay, it's a model. Like, okay, so this is an exhibit, but it's supposed to be a model scale of the city. So, like, do these lights actually exist? Because even if they don't, what are they pointing at regardless? Like, on the exhibit or on the city? Midgar, there are parts of Midgar that's like, it's literally nothing but a show of power and a waste of electricity, and I hate it a lot. Did you see that? There's a little, like, underneath this. That's where the dirt was. Or where some of the dirt was. Hold on. Is there one on this side too? No. Okay, good. Well, spotlight. But what are they spotting? And potentially creatures or whatever that might be coming out of the wasteland to attack the city, but again, I don't think so. I wonder if taking the turbo thingy to this would be any better. There we go. Ah. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, goodness. God, you know how hilarious it would be if they draw you into like one of the like lower research facilities and they're like a creature one of the test subjects got loose and like destroyed the area and that's just like the remnants of a behemoth rampaging. Like, don't ask what made the giant claw marks. It's fine. Trust me. Let me see if this does any good. Because it will be a more powerful stream. Might be better for grabbing under all these areas. I just need to find them first. Maybe. We'll see. A little hard to tell. Okay, that's that part done. Oh, spotlight, spotlight. Hey. I know I have, like, cleaner and stuff I haven't been using. It's fine, though. I think. I hope. Random change topic, but has anyone here watched, well, not random change of topic, but, like, what was it called? Final Fantasy Unlimited? It was, like, an animation, it was an anime that was, like, really old. It's not really old, but it's came out a long time ago. I was very curious. It moved. It blew up. Hi. What moved, by the way? Also, what was that? I watched it a while ago. I just remember that one line before he uses. Oh! Okay, I'm sorry, because you said that right after the explosion went off. Oh! Did the reactor 1 bombing just happen?
Is that what that was supposed to have been? And I was very, I was like, what moved? What did I not see? Did you hear that? It sounded like an explosion. Yeah, it did. God, I was so unprepared for that. Holy Jesus. It did, in fact, sound like an explosion. Could you imagine if it had actually affected the building and, like, the lights flickered off for a second? I just received word about complications with Reactor 1. Complications, you say? Please excuse me, but this issue requires immediate attention. Yes, yes it does. They have moving parts, but an explosion is different. Oh, oh gosh. That was amazing. For all the wrong reasons. It's been a really long time since I watched Final Fantasy Unlimited. I couldn't. I remember some parts of it, but, like, not a lot. I do remember liking the concept of the gun, though. It was very curious. I thought it was a neat way to do it. Well, I imagine the rest of this will be done in relative quiet. With Reeve busy elsewhere. Ow, ow, ow. My face itches. And it hurts for some reason. Alright then. Small explosion aside, how's everyone doing? One of the things I kind of like about this game, and I don't know if they'll ever expand on it. I mean, they do these, but like this game has a lot of potential to be like have horror moments, and it doesn't because it's like it's just a power wash simulator. It's just like here, watch this thing and listen to funny stories. I guess kind of not funny stories, but like the little interesting flavor bits they give you, flavor text. But like this game does have like it's like a weird potential because like how often like you get like really quiet areas and it's just you washing and you don't hear from the person who hired you for a while and then I don't know. A horror chapter would be interesting, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in that thought. Okay, we're 90% done. Got 2 more plates to do, or 1 more plate to do actually. Yeah, 1 more plate to do, and then the reactors, and then find all the little bits and bobs we missed, which is probably a lot of the building in the middle and the pipes around it, I imagine. Oh, goodness. Why is my leg acting funny? What am I missing? Yep. That's the wall. Spotlight, spotlight. Oh, still missing pieces around the base and edge. Not a lot, though. Yep. Well, spotlight, spotlight. Okay, light. Okay, this is the last one. There we go. And then reactors, and then we'll come through and see if we can find what we've missed. Okay. Ta-da! Oh, hold on. My hands are starting to cramp again. Okay. Also, looks like we just need to get the Mako off the reactors. It is very on there, the Mako residue. Stuff does not want to come off. I wonder if it's supposed to be like likened to like how oil is kind of hard to pull off with water. Like you have to have like a really heavy hot stream. Or something, I don't know. I actually don't know what the best way to get oil off is. 2 more reactors. The metal soap would probably go right through it. Probably. I haven't been using soap, though. But yeah. Probably. Hold on, I could just... Okay, this would probably help. Instead of using the green one. I need to remember to use soap. I don't know. You only get so much of it when you do it like this instead of on free play. The sink has so many pipes, it's gonna... They all count individually. Oh dear. Sorry, just give me a second. I'm gonna be tabbing on this for a second to try to see what is where. Yeah, I always see the soap and think, it might take longer if I don't want to spend the money. I like for free play, it's nice. Because you have unlimited soap. You just have to refill it. How many pieces make up this building? Good lord. So I would want the soap dispenser, because like it's a short nozzle, like spray. I would want it to be like this, so you could like get it into places. Open up the quick slip to change washing parts. Yeah. Oh, because I keep doing this. Normally I just do this. I know that... It's like when I play Oxygen Not Included. There's, like, shortcut keys for, like, all the different menus and commands, and I, like, never use them. Because I'm a fool. I only mentioned that because, one, because I didn't know they existed on your first career. Oh, that's fair. I've had the game for a while, back when it was still in early access. And so like some of the buttons, like I don't know, like this wasn't initially a thing. God, it's so weird. It makes me think I'm playing a what is it? Like one of those arcade games where you like shoot. Which would be fun actually. Like if they gave you that kind of thing, like mode on this game. Or like a not anything am I missing? It might not even be part of the building anymore. I might be missing something out on the hello. Someone's messaging me. Hold on. Okay. A couple of someone's are messaging me. Oh yeah, but they are friendos and it is okay. Alrighty, what are we missing? I love Wobble Leap. It's fun, I guess. I should probably try to use it more often. Oh my goodness. Narrow towers. So Sector 00, I think, is part of the building. Narrow towers, spotlights. Those are the things on the bottom. Sector 2 outskirts. Okay, hold on. So, hold on. You're a silo. I am someone. But anyway, I revealed my secrets. Now I must away. Have a pleasant doze. I'll poke at you after stream. There it is. The spotlight. Says I don't see. There we go. What's a narrow tower? Where is the narrow tower? Large tower. Narrow tower? Building pipe. Small tower. Narrow towers. Actually, I need to. What am I doing? I'm being silly about this. Hold on. There we go. Just light it up for me, please. Where is it? These. Okay. There we go. Shinra building middle floors. That's this one. Okay. Shinra building exhaust pipe. Hold on, that one I'm going to light up because. Oh, it's also oh, that's these. Okay. Those are exhaust pipes. I just thought they were part of the side of the building. And sector 2 outskirts. There we go. I went around that thing so many times. Oh my goodness. Public security believes the incident at Reactor 1 was the work of the eco-terrorists and is avalanched. I can't imagine why anyone would endanger the lives of their fellow citizens, least of all those who claim to respect all life. But conversely, perhaps Shinra needs to ask itself where its fault in all this lies. Forgive me, this isn't your problem. Instead, let me congratulate you on another job well done. It's always a pleasure to working with you. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. The Airbuster. Oh, yay. I hate this thing. Like, to fight it. I hate fighting it. Alright, well, we're going to stop there. There is more to this pack than I thought there was going to be, and I'm delighted by it. Um, I think that might be the last one, though, because we've got most of it checked off. Um, we'll do this tomorrow, maybe? After, I guess it depends on how I'm feeling after sushi stream. Uh, but I will see you all then. Thank you so much for stopping by and listening to me babble and wash away, finish Seventh Heaven, and then this giant exhibit. Oh, goodness. I will let you all know about what time tomorrow if we're streaming. If not, then I will see you Tuesday for more Final Fantasy 2, one way or the other. And until then, thank you all so much for stopping by. Have a lovely evening or time of day that it is for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!